Hi, it's Pastor Lonnie again, and today I want to talk to you about prayer. You'll see at the top of this video it says Sweet Hour of Prayer, and some of you are old enough to remember that old hymn. But if I suggested to you that you should maybe think about spending an hour in prayer, it might freak you out. And so that's what I want to talk about today is the possibility and a technique to be able to spend that kind of time with God. I know it's intimidating. I know it's kind of scary up front. You may be saying, well, I pray before my meals, or I say my prayers when I go to bed at night. But what about being alert and aware and spending that time with God while you are um, fully awake and just talk to him like you'd pick up the phone and call a family member or a friend. What you see now is a prayer wheel. A teacher shared this with me years ago when I was doing my studies, and I have to admit I put it on the shelf for a long time. But once I started using it, I realized how simple it is. This wheel is divided into 5-minute segments. And so every color is 5 minutes, and in total, you have an hour of time. And every section of this is a different type of prayer. So it isn't like you have to sit and think and scratch your head. It tells you what to pray for each time. For those of you who want a little more instruction, there is actually a guideline that you can use, and you can see it here. And every 5-minute segment has a brief description so that you understand what it means. And it also has a Bible verse that you can refer to. And sometimes just reading God's word out loud, filling the air with his words, reading his words back to him is a blessing in and of itself. What I like about this model is that it covers all different types of prayers. We begin with praise, and there's thanksgiving in there. There's times of silence when we just wait and listen on the Lord. There's music involved with this. Prayer is a form of worship, just like music is a form of worship. And so, take the time and be prepared to sing your favorite song or to listen to it. There's reading of God's word in here, and there's praying for others as well as yourself. And I really believe that right now the world needs a lot of prayer, and it's up to us to be doing that. And the reason that I think that prayer is so important is because right now we are living in a time when we feel we're losing control. Some parts of our country are in lockdown. Some people are panicking. Other people don't believe anything's going on. We're fortunate in Wisconsin that we're not at such a critical place as other states are. We're just very blessed in that regard. And so I believe that we need to be spending that time with God and praying for others. Pray for those in the healthcare profession. Pray for those that are being laid off from work and so uncertain of what the future holds. And as you pray, you will find that you gain power and you gain control of your life. And God tells us this. He tells us in James 5:16, the prayer of the righteous is powerful and effective. And so if you want power back in your life, if you feel like it's been taken away from you because of the coronavirus, because of COVID-19, just turn to God with prayer and you will become more powerful than you even realized you would be. So I hope that some of you try this. I know it's a kind of an adventure. And even if you don't do 5 full minutes, if you start out with 2 or 3, and if you run over, there's no sin in spending too much time with God. I hope that this blesses some of you. Thank you.